Alex Smith came into play, Russell Wilson. I talk about all those guys. And I backed it up with numbers, period. I backed it up with numbers. See, this is what I'm finding out, and I'm making another general statement here. This is what I'm finding out. When you touch the nerve of someone who has a deep love for a team and it rubs them the wrong way, they let you know it. Especially when you substantiate your claim with facts, which is what I did yesterday in my support of the 49ers and Colin Kaepernick. Apparently that action is not accepted anymore. You know what? It is today. It was yesterday and it is today. And I'll tell you this. When I did the show from Starbucks in Glenview, and I'll be there again Friday, people that were standing around listening and tuning in via the TuneIn app as well agreed with what I said. 4 out of the 5 people that were surrounding me when I talked of Kaepernick, when I talked of Aaron Rodgers, when I talked of Tom Brady, when I talked of Russell Wilson, Alex Smith, RG3, agreed with what I said. Oops. I'm not apologizing for this, and I don't care what happens from here on out. I made a statement. I'm sticking to it. End of story. Now that I got that out of the way, Snowman in the Morning presented in part by SowersAuto.com. Sowers Auto, Sowers Ford Lincoln, the newest Ford Lincoln dealer in Michigan City. Give them a call at 219-879-5381 or visit them online at SowersAuto.com. You know, it's funny as we continue here on Snowman in the Morning on this Wednesday, and this is an Express edition. You know, it's funny. It's funny you find out who your friends are when you talk sports. And I'm going back to what I just spoke of a moment ago, you know, and this is something I've done all my life. You know, Merch gives me a comment. He hates good QBs, period. Yeah, it's the truth. If you think about it, it's the truth. I want to know something, folks. And maybe Fitzy, I hope you're still hearing this. I know he's down in Sanibel, Florida right now. Fitzy, I hope you can hear me, and I hope you can answer this question. How many times, and Merch, this is for you too, how many times was an argument made to you about a team or a player, and you refuted that argument and backed it up with valid information, when you backed it up with facts? How many times has that happened to you? It happens to me all the time, especially since I've been doing the show and since I've been catching up with some of my old high school mates. You know, they would tell me, Snowman, you were right about some of the numbers you were spitting out. And then, you know, they would tell me there were a couple times you were wrong, and I looked it up and I was wrong. I admit that I was wrong, okay? I'll never stop admitting the fact that I'm wrong. I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect. But that at the same time, you're allowed to make your argument if you can back everything up that you're saying with facts. Okay? There was a post on Facebook about Joe Madden being hired by the Chicago Cubs. Now, anyone who knows me or knows of me knows I pick on Cub fans all the time. Okay? And the ones that know I'm picking at them, you know, go along with it. Okay? I made a statement. Oh, boy. You know what? Merch told me a little while back that, You're right on all points except when you pick on my Cubbies. And Merch knows I pick on him. He knows that. But anyway, about there was a post about Joe Madden being hired. It was on Facebook. Everybody was making comments about it. And the person that started the thread never made a comment about it. He just kept saying, and Merch brought this to my attention, and I thank you, Merch, for doing so. He just kept saying, good points. Stuff like this gets on my nerves, okay? And I've seen it so many times. I'm in a group called 2 Minute Warning, and I got something to say about that, about a post in there in just a moment. It's just so wild. Okay? It's just so wild when stuff like that happens. When you make it, when someone makes an argument to you about a team or a player, and you defute the argument and you back it up with information that defutes the argument, they get all pissy. And you look at them like, who peed in your Cheerios this morning? Apparently, somebody peed in this gentleman's Cheerios with the post that he made and some of the stuff that he talks about. Enough of that. I have to take a break. When we come back, I spoke of Derrick Rose yesterday. I'm going to speak about him again today, but there is something behind it. There is a story behind it. I'll tell you more. You're listening to Snowman in the Morning, driven by Sowers Ford on ASN.
Gigahertz, providing customers with excellent service since 2008. Computer problem? Leave it to the staff at Gigahertz, priding themselves with an unparalleled work ethic and continuing to offer customers the lowest prices around. Gigahertz services include PC repair, networking, PC setup, custom PC builds, pickup and delivery, in addition to in-home and in-office service. Get small to large business solutions, service contracts, and much more. Computer problems? Gigahertz. And that's where we come in. Gigahertz for your computer repair and solution needs. In-home, in-store, wherever it's convenient for you. Think your PC's infected? Gigahertz offers free virus diagnostics with most virus removals done in 48 hours or less. Plus, they'll optimize your PC. Take that, Best Buy. Give Gigahertz a call. 219-218-9323. That's 219-218-9323. Or log on to gigahertzpc.net. Gigahertz, and that's where we come in.
In this 24-hour super hype, analyze everything world of sports, most of you have enough time to hear the scores you want. Don't worry, the Arena Sports Network has you covered. ASN Night Drive is your daily dose of exactly what you need. The scores you're interested in from the leagues you follow. NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, and a few others that might make the grade. Because after all, sports has always been about the score. ASN Night Drive, evenings at 11 p.m. Eastern, only on the Arena Sports Network.
Thanks for the ticket, man.
Thanks to my State Farm agent for saving me $480.
No sweat. Hey, look, we're on fan cam.
Y'all ready for this?
Having the extra cash sure helps.
And I can save even more by combining your auto and renter's policies.
Cool. But what if we bought a house?
Auto and home? We have even bigger savings for that.
Wow, sounds good.
More savings any way you shake it.
Want to split some nachos?
Sure.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Brian Shamish in Highland Park is the official insurance agent of the Lake County Sports Network. Give his team a call today at 847-926-7123 and see why, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for a reason to visit U.S. Tire and Auto in Gary, Indiana? Our customers gave us 5 of them. The high standards of quality service and parts, lifetime warranties, a strong business built on honesty and integrity. They've been servicing the Gary community since 1991 and the largest auto and light truck tire dealer in the city of Gary, Indiana. We have a variety of products and services that are instrumental to the health of your car, including our tire fitment guide to help you find the correct size tires for your automobile. Our friendly service staff will quickly outfit your vehicle with a high-quality tire that is right for you. Check out our tire and wheel catalog to give your vehicle the perfect fit. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 219-884-4600 or visit us online
at www.ustire-auto.com.
You're listening to Snowman in the Morning.
Now what's that? I say, now what's that boy up to? Better check on it, yeah.
I haven't played this in a while. I'm going to beat my roommate up. Excuse me. Yeah. You ever try that again, I'm going to sock you in the throat even worse. Oh, I'm sorry, and I'm back. Snowman in the Morning. This portion driven by U.S. Tire Auto of Gary, Indiana. Hey, folks, time to get your car winterized. Visit my friend Dave McCann at U.S. Tire Auto in Gary, or give him a ring at 219-884-4600. U.S. Tire Auto, 3350 Grant Street in Gary, Indiana. Let's talk a little college football on this express edition of SITM. And the first four, the new first four, includes a set of frogs. Horned frogs, that is. Now, here is something that grabs your attention. Baylor beat TCU in one of the wildest games of the year. Baylor won 61-58. But the Horned Frogs got the fourth spot. The first four right now for the college football playoff from 4-1. 4 is TCU, 3 is Florida State, 2 is Oregon. Oregon? Yeah, Oregon. And 1 is Mississippi State. So Florida State drops to 3. Well, that ain't going to please my buddy Joshua Jackson, who is a big-time Seminole fan. And I'm going to pick on him for a couple of minutes. Florida State is still in the national playoff picture, and they would face Oregon if the season were to end today. How about that for a game? Famous Jameis against Marcus Mariota. Lord have mercy, the points in that game. Mississippi State and TCU wouldn't be any slouch either. And my favorite for the Heisman Trophy, Dak Prescott, still doing his thing. And oh, by the way, Mississippi State hasn't lost. Neither has Florida State. I just wonder how Oregon jumped Florida State, even though Oregon lost to Arizona. I'm wondering how TCU got into the picture. Even though Baylor beat them. Well, Baylor lost to West Virginia. There's one big thing. Baylor lost to West Virginia, and that may be part of the reason that Baylor got jumped. You know who I don't see in this first four right now? Notre Dame. Do I see them getting into the first four? Nope. And because of the fact that Florida State beat Notre Dame, that may kick them out for good. Now, back to Florida State. My buddy Joshua Jackson, who is a very dear friend, loves the Florida State Seminoles, but they got jumped by some Ducks. Why can't this be the national championship? I mean, I love Dak Prescott and I love TCU, but I'm focusing right now on if the season were to end today, the 2 versus 3 would be Oregon and Florida State. Oh, my gracious. Marcus Mariota and famous Jameis. That would be a championship game in and of itself. All right? That's where that's one you put in the Rose Bowl and sell 100,000 seats. In a minute. In a heartbeat. It would be, they wouldn't even need overtime. And you know what? I take that back. They probably would need overtime knowing these two. I mean,